jerky. What a segue. It's getting a healthy makeover. Chef's Cut is taking on the beef jerky's heavyweights and changing the classic snack's bad-for-you image. Liz Clayman spoke to Chef's Cut investor Rowan Oza and co-founder Blair Swiller, and she asked Blair why he decided to change the face of beef jerky.
Well, it was mostly just for myself and friends and family. And out of nowhere, enough people started tasting it, and we basically snowballed from there. And being a golfer and an avid sports fanatic, I wanted some high protein, so I was making it strictly for myself.
Come on, everybody has a special recipe, but to then turn that into a business where you've got a name and packaging and all these things that have to go with it, few headaches and regulations, how do you make that jump?
That I didn't expect. That's part of Rohan, meeting him. So we were just in New York Harbor at Bayonne Golf Club, and my co-founder Dennis Riedel got us into a few golf clubs, and then we were in Pebble Beach, and then we were in Bel Air, and then we ran into Rohan because he tried it at both sites. And being a chef, he thought, boy, this is kind of chef-driven. I better look into this. And he was looking for a high-protein snack to possibly look into as far as an investment.
Well, that's your expertise, Rohan. And for people who don't know, you've heard the name Pop Chips, you've heard of Vita Coco, and of course the big one, which was Glaceau and Vitamin Water. You've been behind
Let's
all
not forget your favorite, Liz.
I know, Bai. B-A-I, the wonderful drink that I'm now completely addicted to. This is your wheelhouse. But tell me, when you saw beef jerky, not necessarily known as the healthiest snack in the world, with nitrates and dried and chewy and who knows what it's doing to your insides, you thought this worked with your healthy snack?
Well, Liz, for me, I'm always looking for stuff that's better for me, that I can feel better about eating, whether it's drinking in Bai or eating in snacks. The problem was, all the snacks out there, I play golf. I mean, when you go out and play golf, it's not like you're burning 1,000 calories. I mean, you make the turn, and what do you have? Hot dogs, fried chips, and Snicker bars. Not ideal when you're not burning calories and you're putting a bunch of junk in your system. And so I saw this beef jerky. And I grew up in Africa, by the way, where we did have beef jerky. It's called biltong. And it was fantastic. But when I came to this country and I tried it, it was horrible. It smelled bad. BJ always told me, smell a bag first. Smell the next mainstream beef jerky. We won't mention names. Horrible. Mystery meats. And so I saw this really cool packaging. And I'm like, let me try this. And all I did was open this up, and I grabbed it, and it was like steak in a bag. And I'm like, what the hell's in this? And I look back, and it's 30 grams of protein, 9 grams of sugar. I'm like, this is the perfect snack between meals.
Well, and that's exactly, they're very clear on this, but 30 grams of protein, that's where America is really looking right now. They want to get a quick fix of protein with not a lot of chemicals.
Exactly.
So how did you get the process down to the point where certain health food stores would then say, yes, I will make room on the shelf because it is healthy enough?
Well, we did make a proprietary soy from scratch, a gluten-free soy that we literally made from scratch. Most jerkies are using someone else's product. We use our own products. So it was by design to lower the salt, lower the sodium, make a little more tender piece of meat, and of course, hence flavor. We needed some flavor because what was on the shelf, I couldn't eat.
Well, you got a lot of competitors out there. We could put some of the logos up on the screen and people would see you're not alone, but there are I call them artisanal beef jerkies. Yeah. These are the Brooklyn beef jerky. You know the names. Crave. Yeah. In fact, I believe Hershey's is buying.
I just did, yes, yeah.
Yes. So,
good for them.
So I'm sure, Blair, eventually you might want to see something like that for the payoff, right?
Yeah, I may want to hold on to some of it too eventually, but who knows?
Let's talk about the price. How much?
It's right in line with every other jerky. It's between $5.99 and $6.99 retail.
All right, I'm sold. I'm not a jerky fan, but I'll give that a shot. Thanks, Liz. Speedy recovery, by the way.